Welcome to the 10th Planet Revolution.
I was introduced to Jiu-Jitsu over 15 years ago when I saw a skinny Brazilian dude choke out a pharmaceutical-grade superhero in 57 seconds. Since then, I've studied with some of the best instructors on earth, but it wasn't until I trained with Eddie Bravo that I realized Jiu-Jitsu is way more than a world. It's an entire universe. Follow me as I navigate the twisters and turns of Jiu-Jitsu on the 10th planet. My name is Jason Eisner, and this is Mastering the System.
Backstage at the Joe Rogan Podcast with Ronda.
This is not a picture, this is a video.
Oh, well.
Ronda Rousey, Joe Rogan Podcast. Who are you calling, your mom? Henry?
No, I'm calling my coach about going to the Armo Awards.
You gonna flake on him?
No, I'm gonna go.
What are the Armor Awards?
Edmund! Yeah?
If you look good in real life and they got a picture of you, like, guys don't care. Like, Brian, there's a million pictures of you. Right? How many photos of you are there?
Do the face.
Million.
Give us the face.
Ball face.
Literally thousands of
I know.
pictures.
Is that still going on?
No, I stopped it.
You stopped? You
I was doing
retired?
it too much, and then I just found myself always doing it when I was around Joe. I was like, and I was like, all right, people just
People
think I'm
ask for it, though. People do ask for it.
Ask for what, the fisheye video?
No, the
Ball face. This face. This face. Do it.
bob face.
like I'll just do it in behind.
Because everyone wants a
This is
picture
a
with
video
Joe,
outside.
and he would always get behind and ruin the pictures. And you probably did like 1,000, right?
Right, more than that.
More than 1,000?
Yeah, I did it for like.
How
5
strange is
years.
this conversation? There's two of us filming.
I know.
One of them is lit, and then we're all just
You
talking.
gotta get used to the lights, Rhonda.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
gotta get
used
used
to
to
it
the
yet.
bright lights. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna be a bunch of TMZ cameras.
So who do you want to fight
doing
next?
that.
Misha? Who's next for you?
Misha.
Misha, that's the one you want?
Misha's
Yeah.
you gonna fight her next?
And then after that, I'm gonna fight her boyfriend.
What? Who's her boyfriend?
Shit, why would you say that?
No, I know, I
His
wouldn't.
name, Brian, what
Is that just the ultimate shit talking for a girl?
Seemed like a very nice guy.
That's the
Last
ultimate.
name.
Oh, you actually know the
I met
guy?
him. He fought in the Ultimate
no.
Fighter finale.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
What's his
No,
name?
they're all nice. They're all
Brian.
nice. I'm just trying to like make fun.
Oh, I did. Brian who? What was his name?
How do you say his last name?
Tate.
Tate. T-A-T?
Yeah, Brian Tate.
Oh shit. Okay. You think you can kick his ass?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know,
Do you
so-
really? Do you really feel like you can kick his ass? You really
Yeah.
feel like? That's
Wow. You don't
I
like
think
him,
you
or you
know,
guys
yeah.
just messing around?
No, I do like them both. I think they're both very sweet. I don't think they like me very much though.
Oh, they don't like
why don't they
you?
like you?
Because
Wow.
I say
Seems
stuff like that.
this. You seem like you're a very nice person, but you seem very competitive.
Yes, I am very competitive, like with everything. Like,
Almost like
like
too
I'll
much?
have to like eat. Like if we were eating lunch together, I would try to finish my lunch before you.
Whoa,
It's like everything.
that's weird.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, that's.
But
crazy.
like if
I've
I
heard-
know I'm not good at it, then screw it. I don't care.
Oh,
They're fine.
Well,
But you're
I've
good
heard
at
that,
eating.
Like, Michael
I can
Jordan's
eat
supposed
fast.
to be like
Yeah.
that.
For
Like,
some reason, I eat really fast.
If you beat Michael Jordan in a game of checkers, he fucking hates you. That's weird. You know?
Is that real?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially shit he's trying to like pool. Apparently, you beat him in pool. He doesn't even want to talk to you.
Yeah.
guys
Pool's
are crazy.
like depressing to lose in. Like I hate losing in a pool or something that like
Then you don't want to play mead.
because it's so slow and the other person talks shit to you the whole time. It makes it worse.
Yeah, if you're losing and someone's talking.
Are you
shit.
good at pool?
No, but I get made fun of a lot for losing pool.
I think it's better to be good at jumping people on their heads. I think you
Yeah,
picked a good one.
I like to think that like all my talent just got funneled into one area, and like any like sport with a ball, I can't do it.
So how often do you
anything
put on a
that-
gi and start doing judo?
Twice a week I teach.
Oh, you still do judo?
Yeah, I still
What do
teach.
you
Because you were saying you didn't like it.
Dynamics MMA. No, I didn't like training for it to like
Dynamics,
do
is
it
that in
full time
Santa
anymore.
Monica?
Yeah, it's like on Santa Monica Boulevard between like Barrington and Bundy.
Cool. I gotta go down there. I want to train with Anthony.
Yeah, that's awesome. We should go
Learn
down.
some of that Dutch kickbox.
So Anthony teaches the kickboxing and Henry teaches the jiu-jitsu?
And I teach the judo.
Oh shit, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta teach because I think
There's
like,
no wrestling?
No, Kamal Shalhoub teaches wrestling.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah, it's like
He's
a cool
awesome.
little center, and it's like right on the west side,
Great
and like
setup.
think of that like.
I'm gonna
combination
delete
of
all
those
that out
right?
anyways. I can't give
Why?
I can't give her school a plug. That's competition.
Oh,
We're giving it a
come
plug. We're
on.
giving it a plug. Don't worry.
Okay.
A lot of people see
I
it.
gotta
Fine.
beat that. I'll just beep
Edit
out the
that out.
address. That's all.
Dynamics, MMA.
Dynamics.
Beep, beep,
MMA,
beep,
yeah.
So
I
if you
don't
want
know.
to stalk Ronda, if you want to get thrown in your fucking head,
Yeah.
go find her.
Tuesday and Thursdays on there.
Beautiful.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nice.
Cool. Let's get out of here.
Eddie Bravo teaches Ronda Rousey the rubber guard, part 1.
All right, guys. Today we're gonna run the class a little bit different. We have female MMA superstar Ronda. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna say your last name, and that fucked up Ronda, because I know I would always say Rousey, but it's actually Rousey. Rousey? Damn, I fuck it up all the time. Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck was I just gonna ask you? Oh, can we talk about your match coming up or not really? Can't talk about it?
Yeah.
Can we say that it's a big matchup? Is that legal?
It's big.
By the time this shit comes out, everybody will know.
Yeah, we're ready.
Huh?
I'm officially out.
Well, she's got a, it's not Cyborg, all right? So don't start, it might be Cyborg, okay? Maybe it's Cyborg. But we don't know. The big fucking fight, though. God damn it. It's a big one. All right, guys, gather around, please. Ronda. So, let's all get in the butterfly stretch, please. Bring your feet as close to your nutsack as possible, please. Or vulvar area. The goal to play rubber guard effectively, ultimately the goal is to have your knees touch the ground. Everybody should be working on that. The lower your knees go, the easier it is to do flying kung fus, flying omoplatas. You want your legs to be rubbery. And anyways, so there's really only two stretches that you need to master. The butterfly stretch, everybody should be working on. Some guys start up here, and it takes them 7 years to get here. But at least they're here now, and then another 2 years here, because they barely work on it. You can get it together in 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, just depending on how long you're willing to stretch and work on it. The key is really to stretch so much that it just becomes a habit. You just start stretching while you're watching TV. And it's really just two, just the butterfly stretch here. You can, someone shows up, and I don't even need to see double lotus. If they could just do this, they're ready to go. That makes it easy for them. Oh, they're ready to go. All you need to do is put in numbers. We got guys like Dempsey, still struggling, still working on it. Rob Rodriguez. It actually used to be worse than that. He used to be right there, right? And I actually, with Rob, I've seen so many people go from being so inflexible to really flexible. So many people. Salami, old school OG student, he's a head instructor at 10th Planet Portland. His flexibility was shit. And one day, and he never really worked on it. Then one day he just decided at work, he decided at work just to start working on his butterfly stretch and his single lotus and his double lotus. And he did it. So many guys. A guy, Lee Macklin, big fullback, played college football in Colorado. He showed up with the worst flexibility ever. But like an athlete with incredible work ethic, he worked on it. He goes, how much should I do? Like 20 minutes a day? 30 minutes a day? He just fucking did it. And in 2 months, bam, knees were in the ground. He just went after it. He just immersed himself in it. So, but I never I never could prove that. I could totally be lying and exaggerating because there's people that are, no way, man. I try to stretch and it just doesn't work. I'm like, you're just not trying hard enough. There's no, unless you have metal plates or some shit in your hips, you just got to work on it. I've seen it so many times, and I've also seen a lot of guys give up and really, like Erwan Marshall, he thinks his hips are deformed or something. I don't know what he was telling me, but I've seen so many people do it. But Rob, I finally decided I need a before picture and then an after picture. Have as many as possible. And Rob was my first before. I'm waiting for that after picture. We're right in the middle of it. He's almost there. Look at that. Oh, that is like 70% better. That's beautiful. It's coming along. So the butterfly is one. And then, of course, getting into double lotus. If someone came to me and wanted to learn the rubber guard, I would see if they can get into double lotus. That's the first question I ask. How long? Because if they have terrible flexibility, like the odds that they're really going to stretch enough, they're going to take the time to stretch enough and get their flexibility together, the odds they're going to, it's just like, I feel like, man, this could be a waste of time. They're probably not going to do it. A lot of people think that they can't do this, but you can't. And the goal is to not, at first, you might be right here. You're like, shit, I only can do single lotus. That's fine. Just work on single lotus. Push the knee down. Single lotus. Single lotus. Get your foot, pull it up by your hip. Push your knee down. Work on that. Watch TV like that. You can lay down like that. Always working on the flexibility. And then the goal is to be able to do it without hands. When you can do it without hands, you're ready to go. You're ready to rock. Your soldiers are ready. And Ronda, get into double lotus, even though you need your hands, your flexibility is pretty bad. You gotta get it up. You get this. Use your hands. There you go. Look at that. You're ready to rock. If you just focus on double lotus and just watch TV like that for as long as you can, until it hurts or whatever, you don't have TV that's awesome. Do you know who Ron Paul is? Okay. You don't need TV. Anyways, the goal is to get the double lotus. If you can get the double lotus, but you're struggling, man, that's beautiful. All you got to do is stretch it. Eventually, you won't be struggling. Just keep working on it. You got to have your flex. You got to work on your flexibility exactly the same way, especially if you want to be, if you want to be an MMA fighter. It's a good idea to get as good as you can at every aspect of the game. It's always a good idea. It's never a bad idea to say, no, you shouldn't work on your striking that much, or you shouldn't get that good. I think it's a good idea if you didn't get that good. It's never a good idea. That's a bad idea. You're wrestling. If you want to make money in MMA, work with the best possible wrestlers that you can. If you have a lot of money, damn, you might have to go fly to GSP. If you had enough money, if MMA is something that you want to take to the ultimate level, you got to find the best striking coach possible. You got to find, that's a good idea. You don't have to. But it's a good idea to find the best striking coach, the best wrestling coach, the best passers. Jiu-jitsu becomes four-dimensional. It isn't just about the striking or the wrestling. Jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of shit. If you're fighting MMA, you want to go learn some techniques from the best passers in the game. Learn from the guys with the best mount, the best guillotines. If you're an MMA fighter, it's a good idea to go hang out with Marcelo Garcia and learn some shit. That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. It's a good idea to go after. If your wrestling sucks, if you have the money, if you can make it happen, why wouldn't you go to GSP and figure out what the fuck he's doing? He never wrestled in high school, yet he's taking everyone down at will. He has the best wrestling. That would be the goal. Go find that motherfucker if you can. Find out what the fuck he's doing. Even if you've wrestled your whole life. If you've wrestled your whole life, go investigate what's going on, right? Isn't that a good idea? So it's a good idea to cover all your bases. Same thing with guard work. Get as good as you can with your guard as possible. Don't let that be a hole. Don't let that be a place where an MMA fighter can put you. All you gotta do is put him on his back. You don't have to be worried about that shit. Once they find out that's your hole, and that's most people's holes, you can take a dude down and you're in half guard and full guard and pound on him. Not too many guys not too many guys where the strategy against them is stay away from their guard. There's not too many guys like that. There's only a couple, like Shinya Aoki, Vinny Magalhaes. There's only a couple where you better stay away from their fucking guard. And there's guys that you stay away from their guard that are using traditional stuff. You know, like Carlos Condit. His guard's pretty fucking dangerous. You better be careful in his guard. You know, like Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz, you know, you're in his guard, you gotta be fucking careful. But with Nick Diaz, damn, fuck that. You'd rather be in his guard than stand up with him. He's fucking everybody up standing, right? So the plan against GSP against Nick Diaz is for GSP for sure. The game plan, take him down. Put him on his back. Take your chances there. Don't take your chance standing up. He's lighting everybody up. That's the obvious strategy, right? Just take him, and that's everybody knows that. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. So you want to have, and Ronda, you're probably going to be on top of most fighters for sure. And damn, if it's all of them, that would be amazing. You just fucking took everybody down. But nowadays in MMA, we talked about this earlier, nowadays in MMA, you can have a guy that wrestled his whole life and he's not able to take anybody down.
It will be a community of tomorrow that will never be completed, but will always be introducing and testing and demonstrating new materials and new systems.
Talk about it. Now you're fighting for your corner, saying that you ought to laugh about it. You should get a little braver, do us all a favor, shout about it. Sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour. Pick up your stitches, better than your riches, think about it. I know what you've been through, you don't really need to talk about it. It's just a little karma, trying to disarm you, shout about it. Sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour, sweet sour, sour by the minute, but you're sweeter by the hour. You were none the wiser, even though you tried to understand it. Try another spoonful, love is to be truthful, dance around it. It's just a little karma, trying to disarm you, shout about it. Sweet sour, sour by the minute, but you're sweeter by the hour. you by the hour.
Bravo teaches Ronda Rousey the rubber guard part 2.
You can have a guy that wrestled his whole life and he's not able to take anybody down. Or not anybody, a certain fighter, a striker. Like Conor. Conor couldn't take KJ down. Man, Conor wrestled his whole life. Guys are getting really good at stuffing takedowns, especially when there's punches now. It changes the dynamics. It's a whole different thing. That's why I say study fucking, get all the tape, you know, all the tape you can on GSP, put that shit together and go, what the fuck is he doing? There's setups that he's taking everyone down off punches and shit. That shit should be studied, dissected. All wrestlers should dissect that shit. He found a way to use wrestling and MMA and no one has stopped that shit. Someone should put out like fucking GSP instructionals with, they don't even need him. We don't even need him. He's done it so much. There's so many fucking takedowns with dudes trying to blast him. You could just take highlights of his UFC fights, put together a whole instructional. He doesn't even need to show up, right? It would be the most awesome wrestling instructional ever. all you need is this competition footage. I don't know how many goddamn takedowns he had. That's a good trivia. How many times has John Fitch taken down a national champion wrestler in the UFC under pressure? Man, that's some serious shit. Anyways, so back to filling the hole. Obviously, Ronda's here. We're gonna run through the basics of the rubber guard. You know, a lot of you guys are pretty badass at the rubber guard, right? You're like, oh my god, not this shit again. But for Ronda, I'm gonna break it down, strip it down, and she's already a bad motherfucker. I don't know if you guys seen her highlight reel. Holy shit, Ronda Rousey highlight reel. Rousey. Do you get mad when I say Rousey?
No.
Damn it. I'm not the only one though, right?
No.
Okay. Watch that highlight reel. Holy shit, your arm bars are insane. And your swim moves off the back to arm bars, man, that's a badass chick right there. No joke. You probably don't, you know, like most fighters can get through your whole career without learning the rubber guard. Most fighters don't know that. Only a couple do. But again, it wouldn't hurt being fucking awesome off your back with some rubber guard. That's definitely help your MMA career. If you ever get in a position where you fight that wrestler 4-0, what's her name, Sarah McCann? McMahon. You never know, she might take you down. You might fucking just throw her out the goddamn cage, but you might end up on your back. It would be nice for your opponents to have the same fear of your guard like they do Shinya Aoki. The strategy against Shinya Aoki is stay if he's gonna get on his back and he's gonna invite you between his legs so you can fucking pound on him, but don't do it. No, people are afraid of his shit. Everybody can have that. It's not like he's a special alien. Anybody could have that. If you did, the rubber guard is very complex. There's a lot of fucking things going on. It's one thing just to learn the steps. Just to learn the steps, the path, just to memorize the terminology and the stuff, that's one thing. But learning how much time and patience to give to a step, whatever step you're on, how much, I can't get to the next step. Should I abort now? Or should I hang out and be patient and set up the next fucking move? Or do you know how long you should stay in a certain move in the rubber guard path where you're like, I gotta abort. I'm not gonna be able to clear this guy's neck. I gotta go to something else. There's a lot of timing going on and patience. You know, that's a whole different level. All right? I mean, so far, I've been teaching since 2003, and I would say, man, rubber guard masters, where I don't have to say shit to them no more, where they're just off on their own, and I'm like learning shit off them, like damn, I should have, you know, like I've talked about this several times before, like Shigeki didn't think that Gogo Plata could be that amazing. My Gogo Plata was pretty good. Shigeki just kept going to the Gogo Plata every goddamn day, and then he just added some fucking wizardry to it. If you fucking see Shigeki's foot right here, you're probably gonna tap. He's gonna close that shit. He got his foot this far. Some guys, you know, the foot's right here, you're blocking that shit, you're like, good luck. Shigeki, man, you're some beat shit. You know, there's so, if you look at my style, my decisions after I clear the neck, that's where everything starts going, everyone starts going on a different path. We cleared the neck, we got the hand on the mat. Where do you want to go? Shigeki just said, I'm gonna dive on that motherfucking Gogo Plata. I went to invisible collars and like to break them down invisible collar, see if I can set up a sorcerer. Sean Bollinger, he's trying to fucking straitjacket dudes. There's so much shit. There's so much to do, but not, I would say maybe we have, what did I say, 20 or 30 rubber guard masters, right? Did I say that? What would you say? Danny, Sean, Edwin was pretty awesome.
Edwin.
And your rubber guard's pretty good, and so is yours, Scott Palmer. We're talking about dudes that already have the flexibility together, and they're just hammering people with it. You guys are still under development. Don't get all sad, please. Campella's rubber guard's pretty sick. Now, Chris Brady here, he was one of the guys that I have guys that come in, no MMA experience, they're doing jiu-jitsu. We got to get their jiu-jitsu together, but damn, you got to fucking get your striking and wrestling together too, bro. That takes a long time. And then we have the guys that come in already with some striking. They just suck at jiu-jitsu. Chris Brady's one of them. He sucked on his first day. But god damn it, his jiu-jitsu, how long has it been? 3, 4 years?
About 4 years.
4 years. His striking is insane. His last fight, it was at Shark Fights on Fuel TV. His Muay Thai was just amazing. How many elbows did you land?
A lot.
Like 20?
Yes.
You counted, come on. I don't know. You 23, bro. But one didn't kind of. He elbowed this motherfucker, just amazing Muay Thai. His takedown defense is you look like a wrestler with your takedown defense now. You know, it's only gonna get it better, you know. But his guard, you end up in his guard. No one wants to strike with him. They're trying to take his ass down. His Muay Thai is fucking insane. But we got to the point now where you're gonna pay now. You're gonna pay in that fucking guard. And then after you fucking go plat the 3 guys, then they're gonna go, you know what? Maybe I'll stand with this white boy. He can't be that good. Right? They're gonna be confused. Like shit, guard, standing up, fuck, I don't know, let me just go with the feel. Or the flow, or whatever. Does that make sense? So anyways, the bare essentials of the rubber guard in MMA, if all you did was hold mission control and threw elbows, you get 2 things. Especially if you want to stand up and you don't want to be on your back, you could use that to stall and to cut him open. You're probably not going to knock a guy out with mission control elbows. At the very least, if you don't go down the path, if you don't want to get here, get to invisible collar, gogo plata, straight jacket, or just sit up with the old plata here, or use this for, let him bail. He rolls, I can roll, I control the roll, we get out of here, we pass, or if you're a striker, you stand back up. Just wrap him up. But all that is not necessary. For sure you want to learn it, but if all you did just started banging, he can't hit you, you know what I mean? And then you just hold on, you wait for a ref stand up. If you're a striker, you use it just to defend. Yushin Okami and Mike Swick, in their fight, Yushin Okami was on top of Mike Swick the whole time. He just kept taking him down. He was on top. He was winning. First, second round, third round, he's on his back again. Hometown crowd. Mike Swick's crowd is just fucking going nuts. Their boy's about to lose. Mike Swick sweeps him with a minute to go. He's on top. Okami's on his back. The crowd goes nuts. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. And all Yushin Okami did is this. He just went here. Mike Swick didn't throw one punch. Everyone's going nuts, going crazy. He's just holding on. He knew he had a minute to go, and the fight was over. He may have gotten out, I think, with 5 seconds left, and maybe he threw one punch, but it was over. At the very least, you got the flexibility for it. If you're not interested in getting good at gogo platas and all that other crazy shit that's involved, just getting a mission control. You can get hit from there, you can get hurt from there, and you can throw elbows, and you can stall them out, we stand up again. Or you can just fucking say, fuck the stand up, let's close this shit right now. Fuck the stand up, I might get knocked out. Let's get this shit to the ground. And the great thing about, the best thing about the rubber guard, or being just really offensive off your back, is if you find yourself in a situation where the person is beating you standing and you can't take them down, Shinya Aoki has a third option. If the dude is beating him up standing and he can't take him down, he could always shoot, he sprawls, pull guard, and if your guard's dangerous, you have a shot. You have a shot to pull this out. Armbar triangle off your back. Hail fucking Mary. It would have been nice if I could have took him down or could have beat him standing, but that comes up so much. That's how people lose. They run into that dude who's beating them up standing and they can't fucking take him down. What do we do? What do we do? Fuck. You go in there and just say, fuck it. A lot of dudes just go in there and then they get they either knock the dude out or the guy knocks them out, but you're already losing stand up, so you're probably gonna get knocked down. But Vinny Magalhães, he'll pull guard. He's got that way out. I'm not saying go out there and not work your wrestling and not work your striking. But if your striking's not working out and you can't take the dude down, comes up a lot. If you can get really good at pulling guard, you have a way out. And the more dangerous your guard is, the easier it's going to be to pull out these matches that were not going your way. So, now, the goal in the rubber guard here is posture control initially. We can control them, like this is perfect here with my forearm in his clavicle, wrist to ankle here. It's not hand to ankle, wrist to ankle. I'm squeezing my legs together. I can go crackhead control here, put my foot on his hip, or I can double bag here. We're just trying to control him. We can put a gable grip over the top of our ankle here, put that foot on the hip. We can go crackhead, retard, double bag. The goal is to get his right hand on the mat. It could be the left hand, but my personal, I'm always working one side. Are you stronger on some throws on one side than the other? Or both sides are exactly the same.
Mostly left-handed.
So you throw a certain way?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing with jiu-jitsu, same thing with rubber guard. My strong side rubber guard is way better than the weak side. I'm still working on that weak side, trying to catch up. Weak side's still not that great. So my goal is to control their posture first and foremost, and then sometimes he's putting all his weight on top of me, and we're right here. I can even do this here. This isn't perfect. This is where it needs to be, right here, like a plum clinch here. That's where it needs to be. But initially, you could he's trying to posture up, and I'm just trying to control him. Meanwhile, he can't hit me. As soon as he tries to hit me, I get his posture. That's the great thing about it, is it's best defensively, because you want to clinch when someone's trying to punch you. You want to clinch, even if your style isn't a clinching style. If you have an open style, and the way you practice jiu-jitsu in the gym, it's an open style here. When they start hitting you, you're going to adapt this style really quick. You're going to hold on. This is the style you're going to adapt. But if you're not working on moving and setting up submissions from the clinch, then you're going to be one of those guys that just sits here and doesn't want, trying to hold the posture. They're just holding on because they're not used to working in the clinch. Because when they practice their jiu-jitsu, generally there's no punches. You know we're going to clinch here. Either you might have the overhook and you clinch in here, back when headbutts were legal, the hand was here. So you have to clinch them. Either way, whatever style you're going to do, when they're throwing punches, you're going to clinch them, or you're going to end up like this, getting hammered. We see that a lot. Dudes are here getting hammered. You want to clinch. So you can clinch like this and do nothing, which is fine. And it isn't the best control. Guys can posture out of this, especially when it's sweaty. They just pop their head out. So why not? You can't do anything because both hands are busy. That's why we got to bring the legs in the mix. Now I have a free hand to punch or whatever, but the goal is to get this hand on the mat. Now once it's on the mat here, and I'm hugging the knee to keep it on the mat, not only can it not punch me with that, but I want to get an angle. I want to clear his neck, and I want to fight at this angle. Whether I'm going to go for go-go, or a straight jacket, or carny, or Hazlet, or just work for an omoplata here. I have to have that hand on the mat to clear the neck. Generally, there are a couple different things. When people aren't punching and you're playing rubber guard, they just T-Rex up. So it's really hard to make the zombie work. If he was trying to punch and I was punching him, that's easy. You see that? As soon as they start to punch, you might eat a shot, but it's a lot easier to get to this position, trapping the hand on the mat. If I can't trap the hand on the mat, there's things we could do. We could double bag and clear the neck anyways. Now once we're here, now it's easier to hit that zombie. And I attack this arm here. Down. So the goal in the game always is to trap that hand on the mat.
Ronda, repeat what I said, okay?
Brittany or Crystal?
No, Crystal.
Butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. The motherfucking Renato saga continues.
Caralho, everybody pay attention. It's Renato Laranja for RenatoLaranja.com. I'm here with my girl. It's a MMA goddess, a Ronda Rousey. And then, I'm sorry, but why you have such... That's a very scary name for a girl that is so beautiful. It sounds like Haunty Rousey, like you have some spirits and have some ghosts when I hear your name.
Really?
Like Haunty Rousey.
Wow, that's kind of cool. You should write that down for me.
How you going? That can be your nickname.
Okay, I like that.
So I'm surprised you come here to do. You already have a good game for jiu-jitsu, or you have judo.
Yeah.
But now you coming to training with a guy with Edge Bravo. Why are you gonna do that?
Well, I think that everybody can have good ideas, and I don't think that I know everything. And I've heard a lot about Eddie, and I know he has a very good reputation for being very knowledgeable.
He has a good reputation to be knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Guy,
Is that not what you heard?
That's the one way to look at that, because I know that guy is very good for do rap music, and he's a good guy to promote to Smokey Heifer, and also he have some tattoo look like a hillbotch, and have some leaf for smoking marijuana. But that's a different thing altogether. Now I know you're coming from that place. Gokor and Ceviche and Chong. Ceviche. And that guy said he's Armenian. Caralho. You surround there by a lot of men who is Armenian.
Yes.
Can you speak some?
I know a
Barev
couple.
Volses.
Say something in Armenian? I know how to say gish.
That's like a gi, but you put the sh.
No, yeah. I mean,
That's good
they
for
call me
me.
gish all the time.
You would like a gish.
That means crazy.
don't
But gish
see-
John means crazy sweetheart.
I see that. You're a sweetheart. I don't know how crazy you are. You're a sweetheart. You've been with a lot of Armenian men. Have you ever been with a black guy?
What do you mean by with them? Are you implying something else?
To have a company with them.
Is this like a Brazilian Howard Stern show?
The Brazilian Howard Stern is like the Brazilian Renato Laranja. And I wonder why. Now you was in a good place for the Armenian guys. And then you're gonna train with this guy. But Edge Bravo, his plan is not gonna be to make you a champion. He's gonna want to put you some videos. He's gonna make you a girl for that video because you have the backside look like a hump host.
Oh, really?
And they like that kind of thing in the hip music. And I think that if you was gonna train with me, you're gonna have the basic more better than that. And I'm gonna train you to do some stuff. I'm gonna have we can talk about that. If you don't wanna talk for the camera, we can talk. I can take you to Claim Jumpers, and we can get some food. And then, after that, you're gonna come maybe to my condo. And then I'm gonna feed you some alcohol. And then we can loosen up, can talk, can see, can go from there. What do you think about that?
I think you have a quite colorful imagination.
I think you're right. I see that you're blushing right now because I'm very attractive. And when you sit there, it's like I have like that. That's part the costume. That's the gi. I don't make it to have a V-neck to show my chest. That's how everybody have it. But some guys don't have a chest like that.
It's okay. I'm around a lot of Armenians. I'm used to V-necks.
But there's so much hair you can't tell what's chest and what's hair with those guys. But I can sing some Armenian songs too. Sev sevasher, amborsh kyankes tavetsikes, sev sevasher. You've never been around a guy like me.
No.
And it's a hair treat for you to experience that.
Is that a question or is that a statement?
That's it both.
It's a questioning statement.
That's right, Ronda Rousey. I see that you're gonna have a lot of challenge before you. You're gonna fight Cyborg at some point. And you're gonna need to know somebody who can help you to beat that guy. I mean, no, I mean that girl. Because you're not the only one who is beautiful. She is also beautiful. She's a beautiful flower, but she's also heavy, like sting like a flea. Caralho. You're gonna have a lot of success.
Thank you.
And you're gonna stay away from Edge Bravo to get you strung out on heifer.
What? No, I would never.
He's gonna get you to smoke some heifer, and he's gonna put you in a fog. And I'm gonna get you on some natural foods.
Okay.
And you're gonna try some fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna I close every interview to give me a hug.
Okay.
With the guest.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you hug to me. And your friends is gonna be jealous.
All right, there you go. You got your hug.
Gostosa. There you have it. That's Ronda Rousey. She's upcoming star and student from Renato Laranja. She's very she's a smile right now because she's very attractive from me, but that's understandable. Us. Intermission right now.
Right. Masters E blue belt, 180 pounds. Masters E blue belt, 180 pounds. John Stewart.
John Stewart, Comedy Central.
Toro Adrian Coleman.
That's
Marcos
John Stewart.
Medina and Lance McGee. Please come see me. Gazi, where you at? Where's Gazi? Just stay there, you're fine. You're staying.
Give me some more points.
Once again, Masters Ski Blue Belt, 180 pounds. Masters Ski Blue Belt, 180 pounds. John Stewart. Toro Adrian Coleman, Marcos Medinas, and Lance McGee. Please come see me.
Eddie Bravo teaches Ronda Rousey the rubber guard, part 3.
I'm gonna get that hand on the mat. Now I'm gonna keep it there. Now I'm gonna clear the neck and get an angle on it. So the goal is break him down first. If we break him down his hands on the mat, I'm gonna hug my knee right away, keep it there. I'm not gonna let him T-Rex up, and I might not get that zombie. If he has a good T-Rex. Then from here, I can double bag to control him still, to clear the neck. I want something on his neck here. My forearm on that neck, or my leg on his neck. If he pops back over, we gotta clear it again here. Then bring it over. We want something on his neck. Simple. So it all becomes a game of how am I gonna get that hand trapped on the mat. That's the game in here. Everybody knows the game. You're in someone's guard. You're not gonna put that hand on the mat. That's just like the first rule in here. You get caught with your hand on the mat, you're gonna get wrapped up. If the guy knows any rubber guard. So, guys that don't know the game, they'll come in like just, we'll start here, and they'll just take this underhook. An overhook means that hand's on the mat. As long as I have the overhook. So I could either try to sweep here and open them up, and now we're here. That's all I wanted. So when you're grappling, you're like, I'm looking for an overhook. Let me have that overhook. Get that overhook, bam. Let's go to rubber guard. Because that overhook gets the hand trapped on the mat first. You want that shit done first. If you have them in your guard and they're defending, now you gotta force that shit to happen. Does that make sense? That's just the basic philosophy. Anytime I can trap that hand on the mat, if we're going here, I'm always looking for this overhook. I'm always looking for it. As soon as I have the overhook, as soon as he gives it to me here, I'm gone and my legs are up here. I'll throw a little lazy butterfly sweep just to get him to think I'm gonna sweep him, but really, that's just a little, oh, you thought I was gonna sweep you, I'm gonna flip the leg over. Sometimes I don't. Even, you don't even have to, just flip the leg out and shoot, now you're here. Now he's gotta deal with a lot more shit here. So, sometimes, if he's on his back, and say, I don't want to go to my guard here. We're going to pound him out here. But he does roll me. Halfway, you got to recognize when, there's nothing you can do. Now you got to salvage shit. I'm already hugging that knee. That was the most important thing. I'm getting that shit out of the way. And that's a free New York. That position's called New York. And if however you end up in the guard, they take you down. Like if he took me down, not that he really could, but in an imaginary world, if he took me down, I'm already gonna hug that knee here. See that? That takes now he's in trouble. Does that make sense? Trying to get that hand on the mat. Why? So we can clear the neck. Generally don't want to clear the neck unless that hand's on the mat. So that's the beginning of the game. We can be in half guard here. This is a very common position in MMA. Head and arm. Head and arm. Right here. This happens all the time. He's trying to pass. He's trying to do the no-hand pass. Passes all the way, all the way, all the way. There you go. That's very common basic position in MMA. But him taking that underhook is giving me an overhook. So I could turn this into rubber guard fairly easy. And Shigeki, the rubber guard master I was talking about earlier, you never do this to him. Because there's no way you're gonna stop him from securing that overhook, popping out here, now we're here, and now you're dealing with the go-go. And he thought he was in a great position. You just gotta have flexibility. What I like to do is, I can take the overhook here in advance and then work, or butterflies here, now we're here. But lately I've been working on, I taught this a couple months ago, where he's nice and tight here. If I could just pop my knee out, he's gonna back up, he's gonna let go of this. If I could just grab him by the shoulder and I pop my knee out, he's gonna back up, and do it again. You squeeze the knees together. So I wanna pop my knee out, and we're gonna go right to the meat hook here. And then from the meat hook, we can set up a triangle, or if we can't hit the triangle, he's T-Rex too tight, then we could always go back to clear the neck and we're here. Check the triangle first, see if it's there. But meanwhile, all that's happening, you're not getting hit. It's impossible to get hurt. You might get a little of that, but you get hit, it's a fact. You get hit when you don't have control of this posture. That's a fact. We all know that's science. So the goal is to control the posture and be able to move while that posture is controlled. That should be the goal of every MMA fighter. Unless you honestly think you'll never end up on your back. If you think you'll never end up on your back and it's never gonna come up, and there's never gonna be an opportunity where you were getting beat the whole fight, but you were in the guard for like 5 minutes in that fight that you lost, you had an opportunity, and being on your back, having someone in your guard should be an opportunity for the person on the bottom. At least a sweep. At the very least, you end up in the guard here. This is a very common position. He left his hand on the mat, and we just to get here, and then he'll probably roll, and then we time the roll, and at least we're on top. We can mount, or work your side control, go for a Kimura or something, or get the fuck up and stand. So, we're gonna start off by just working off the overhook. We have an overhook, we have neck control here, and you gotta, if you just have this overhook by itself, you can limp arm, especially if it's all sweating, limp arm out of it, and now you lost control. You gotta go fight for that underhook or overhook. Once I got the overhook, I'm holding the back of his neck to minimize that limp arm. And my left knee is high too, to block his arm from slipping out. From here, we're gonna sweep him, attempt to sweep him, he bases out, and we go right to New York. And then from here, we clear the neck, and then we finish with normal. Okay, so real basic stuff. We're here, we got him. Sweep, base. You can hold the overhook longer. Actually, you probably should in the beginning. So very common position here. Joe Dirksen plays butterfly guard more than anybody in MMA. He's always up here fighting butterfly. Always. He's always sitting up. Never really laying back. He's up, laying. So this is a very easy position to get into. It's not that hard, especially when people are trying to punch you. You either get good at the sweep, or you use that sweep just to open him up. And this position here, there's a battle here. Sometimes I'm here for 2 or 3 minutes. It's not just a smooth omoplata. You're here hanging out, battling, going for maybe we go for Carney's here. He's battling. Maybe I'll go if I can get my foot under his armpit. Stand up. This is a position that Dustin Hazlett made famous on Tandem Rapori. That's a real move. I didn't make that shit up. Dustin Hazlett, another one who, and the only reason I'm reviewing all this shit to what you've heard, she actually didn't even know who I was. She said, should I bring a gi? She thought she should bring a gi today. So she didn't know, so that's why, this is Rubber Guard 101, okay? So, but, for all you veterans, you can never get enough of polishing like this setup here. Carlton is one of the best at it. We fight, sometimes we're perpendicular and we're here, sometimes we're here. That should just be standard in MMA. Why not be able to do that? Why not? You could do it. Your arm bars are fucking incredible. God damn. Beast. So let's work on it. Go back and forth, grab the overhook, right into rubber guard. Butterfly sweep, right into free New York.
Wait, where is she? It's like it's all blurry. Okay, it's better. They're so much taller. It's hard to get all of them. Who is she fighting?
This is your second match? Oh, it's a double elimination. She was the first one she beat? Oh, you mean for Ronda? No, for the other one.
Woo!
Nice, Ronda!
Yeah, why does everyone go, ooh, it's funny.
I know.
Woo, that was awesome.
Well, she has to hold it. Okay, listen up.
Yeah,
John Stewart.
go girl.
Once again, Tony